Whenever I developed the closed reed calls such as this one, I had a lot of help from a really good friend of mine. He's one of my pro staff members. We spent a lot of time trying to develop the right sound with the call body itself so we could create optimum performance out of the reeds that go in these calls and optimum sound. This is a prototype of the open country jack. One great thing about prototypes is when you're messing with them, you're out there using them. I have prototypes, that's what I'm calling my coyotes with, and it's hard for me to grab another call out of the packaging because the call has been so successful for me. This is the prototype Brush Country Jack. Great call, great sound. And how you operate this call is you're blowing air through the mouthpiece, the reed body is inside of the call, hence the closed reed call, and you've got the sound that comes out of the D-shaped bell. You're gonna cup your hand over the D-shaped bell and you're gonna blow into this mouthpiece. All I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna say wah. You know, whenever you make that sound, just wah, wah, you're more or less creating the same sound that an antelope or a deer might make, and you're just blowing a constant stream of air through there. Here's what a bleat sounds like, a doe bleat or a fawn bleat, whitetail or antelope. They make this type of a sound. Now, if I'm in the woods and I'm hunting around whitetail deer and I want to call in a coyote or a big bobcat, I'm going to make that sound. Now to me, or even to you, it doesn't sound like that's very exciting for a predator to want to come into that sound, but I can assure you they know what that sound is. If they ever come across a fawn whitetail deer that's in a bed in the woods, they grab it, that fawn's making that sound because he's trying to call his mom, so they hear that sound. Another time of that sound. And it's easy, I'm just barely pushing any air through this call. Now what I'm gonna do is try to make it sound more like a rabbit or a jackrabbit. Now this call is gonna be great in the east too. Don't just think that, oh, we don't have jackrabbits here, it's not gonna work. I can assure you, a coyote or a bobcat, they're thinking, there's something in distress and I wanna go check that out. So don't let your mindset of, we don't have any jackrabbits here, ever slow you down with wanting to buy a call that makes other sounds other than just what you don't have in your area. So here's the calls, and I'm going to blow a little bit more air through them to create that raspiness. I'm going to start off real simple, real easy blowing, and then I'm going to increase it to give you some dynamic distress cries. Now typically, whenever I'm calling predators, I'm going to call for 25 to 45 seconds, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less. But whenever I'm calling, I'm going to wait. Once I make my series, I may wait for 1 minute to 3 minutes. Sometimes in big wide open country, I'll wait for 4 to 5 minutes and never call again. And the reason I do that is because if a coyote or a bobcat hears you, they remember where that sound is. So I'm keying off the fact that they're slowly starting to work in and they've already heard it. They're making their way to you. I'm just going to be patient because I want to see them and spot them long before they ever have a chance to spot me. So mix up your series, if you will. Maybe only call 25 seconds, wait a minute. Call 20 seconds, wait a minute and a half. Don't always look at your watch, just use your mind, and whatever you feel good with, use that. You don't have to sound like me, you definitely don't to be successful. So get out there, make your own determination of how you need to call, and get to calling. Let's get to calling. You can buy this call at Cabela's, Bass Pro, Shields, and also at PredatorQuest.com. You better get yours today. Brush Country Jack.